So since we last met, I must say that our initial session was very strategic because it helped answer most questions on registration that people are struggling with. Since then, I've had to respond to very few emails on questions relating to registration. So since we last met, we have additions in terms of items on the website. If you check on the About section, we have news and updates. And going forward, you would want to be checking the news and updates and frequently asked questions there, because we'll be updating as we progress. So we have 4 items in that section. One is call for the World Congress volunteers. So when you click on it, it will tell you that you can apply as a volunteer during the World Congress. Find details here. So there are 2 ways to apply that. If you have not yet registered, on the registration form, there is an option for you to choose. But if you had already registered and you are willing to be involved as a volunteer during the World Congress, you have an option. You can go to the news update and updates and click on apply as a volunteer. There are sections of where you can be involved, from registration for the locals, accommodation, logistics, hospitality, intercessory team, praise and worship, translators and interpreters, because we'll have segments for that. And then, of course, session moderators, people who will help us just to the organization of the room. So to participate, you will have just to click as a volunteer, give in your details, and we will contact you. So that is one. And then you can also, there's also an option that you can submit your abstract. You can submit your abstract paper that will be vetted for presentation for the World Congress. So those of us who have papers that would want to share with the rest of us, you can go there and check what is needed. Basically, it's to have a Christian witness. Basically, it's simply for us to share some of the things that we are doing in the Christian field that is aligned with the ICMDA mission and vision. The idea is to share how God is doing his work among us wherever. The presentation of your abstract paper will have specific guidelines that are outlined also on the website. It will be scientific in nature. And of course, the vetting will be done and communication will be done to those who can present during some of the sessions during the World Congress. The last one, the next one is mobilization strategies. And this is simply to help some of the regions that are struggling on how to go about mobilization, because the conference organizing committee was of the opinion that it would be easy to take a regional approach towards getting this. So the strategies range, they address how you can mobilize within your national fellowship or association, and then beyond the national level. And I'm sure Augustine is going to talk about this. Peter intimated that there are those of us who have persons who can easily donate and contribute, and that will go a long way. So part of mobilization is ask people who are within the national fellowships to simply contribute and sponsor someone. They may not be able to make it themselves, but they can sponsor a student or two, or even a junior doctor. Then we also have hospital visits. There are those of us who want to go and experience to experience the healthcare system in Arusha or in Tanzania. And so far we have gotten 4 hospitals which have agreed to host. They have general requirements that are listed in the website. You can check, but we are updating this list. We have quite a number which are still coming. But the most critical things is you check on the general requirements, then you make your applications. So far, we can only talk of from 26 onwards, but we can make 26th onward. That means it's a post-conference visit, but we can make pre-conference hospital visit on request, because now we can't tell which dates will find you in Arusha other than what we already have in the conference. So you will read the requirements, and of course you can click on apply for a hospital visit. And as I've indicated, we will have this list updated from time to time. On the programs, we have 10 pre-conference streams, which we encourage you to choose from as you register. We have advocacy, becoming a surgical educator, bioethics, Christian healthcare leadership, family medicine, healthcare missions, prime, the saline process training of trainers, and of course, strengthening your national movements. So as you do your registration going forward, you can let us know which of the pre-conference sessions that you'd have to book. But those of us who had already registered but didn't specifically choose, then you can let us know from the options through our email correspondence, just which of the sessions that are currently available you'd be willing to attend to. So the final thing that I needed to mention on registration is, so most of the things here are basically the same. I would want to refresh, but I doubt we are registered. We are struggling with this. The only thing is to mention is super early bird prices had been extended until 31st of January. So you have up to 31st of January to enjoy the rates for the super early bird, which has a 20% discount from the registration fee as we speak. So the prices are bound to change as we head towards the conference, and of course will be advised as much as we go along. So I think that will be all, unless I've left something. So most critical, just a wrap up, check always on the news and updates and FAQs. FAQs are frequently asked questions. And then in terms of programs, you can always check. We are still updating the list of pre-conference streams. So far, there are 10. And in terms of registration, the super early bird prizes has been extended till 31st of January. Thank you so much.